Andrew VOERMAN Last updated 13:15 the 6th of June 2018. SKY SPORT Myer Bevan converts from the spot to set up the All Whites 1-0 win over Chinese Taipei. Andrew CORNAGA, PHOTOSPORT All Whites coach Fritz Schmid has overseen his first win at the third time of trying football. 3 months into his tenure as All Whites coach, Fritz Schmid can claim a win over a nation from outside the Oceania confederation, after his Chargers beat Chinese Taipei 1-0 on Wednesday, NZ time. Critics will say, it's only Chinese Taipei, but when wins of that nature have been hard to come by, this was just the 14th in the past 2 decades, it's a feat worth noting. Years from now, shed of context as one result in a list of many, all people will see is that a Myer Bevan penalty was what it took for them to taste victory. The All Whites did not create as many chances as they did in losing to Kenya, but they did enough to be disappointed that they didn't score more. Chinese Taipei appeared a stronger team than Kenya, at the very least, a more organized one, but the lack of firepower in the All Whites ranks was again clear to see. Their toughest test in the Intercontinental Cup will come on Friday, kick-off 2:30 a.m. NZT, against the hosts, India, who have already dispatched Chinese Taipei 5-0 and Kenya 3-0, in a match where the Mumbai public responded to a plea from their captain, Sunil Chhetri, selling out the 8,000-capacity football arena. Read more, All Whites snatch rare win, All Whites fail to take chances, All Whites fall to Kenya, All Whites out to win. A similar crowd is expected on Friday to back Chhetri, India's golden boy, who made his 100th national team appearance against Kenya and scored his 60th and 61st goals. The All Whites have less than 48 hours to rest and recover ahead of that match, while India have had an extra day, as was the case when they played Kenya, something Schmid was at pains to point out in his post-match press conference. Ad feedback. Local media were understandably eager to get his thoughts on their team, and he said India would be a very tough opponent. We've seen their performances in the first 2 games and they will be a very big challenge for us. On the other hand, we have an opportunity to play in front of a great and big crowd and to take another challenge and say we're ready and prepared to face the strongest team in the tournament. A win over India would secure the All Whites a place in Monday's final, which would almost certainly be a rematch, unless Kenya then beat Chinese Taipei by enough that the Kiwis end up with a worse goal difference than both India and Kenya. The 3 teams would each have 6 points, and be unable to be separated by the head-to-head tiebreaker. If they draw, the All Whites will need Chinese Taipei to beat Kenya. If they lose, the Kiwis will need Chinese Taipei to beat Kenya by a margin that ensures they have the best goal difference of those 3 teams, when all is said and done. The fact that Kenya and Chinese Taipei play 24 hours after the All Whites means both countries will know exactly what they need to do to advance. While the All Whites' fate is out of their hands, Schmid has seen another 90 minutes of football from his young and inexperienced squad, which will help as his evaluation phase continues. He has now given all but 3 of his 23 players a run in India. Midfielders Andre de Jong and Moses Dyer and goalkeeper Michael Wout are the unlucky trio. That he's also got a win against a team from outside the Pacific Islands is a bonus. The All Whites only managed that once under former coach Anthony Hudson, in 2015 against Oman, an opponent comparable to Chinese Taipei. Schmid will hope this doesn't end up being a one-off too.